Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Aileen Senpai, and today we're going to be going back into some more James Blunt. About a month ago, I listened to Monsters for the first time, and what an emotional ride that was. It truly felt like, he has a gift of conveying and putting his heart on his sleeve and translating that into words and through his voice as a means of allowing, himself therapeutic release and also helping other people as well who are going through tough times and who can unfortunately relate to his video. My heart just goes out to everyone who is affected by that. If you've ever lost somebody, I know how much that feels, and I feel for you. I'll give you a big hug, as I know these topics are very, very tough to think about. We kind of push them away under the rug, but honestly, letting out a good cry and kind of, letting those emotions out is almost sometimes really, really nice, in a weird way. It's a very bittersweet thing. It also reminds us that we're capable of love and capable of, feeling. But I appreciate, James for putting that all out there. It must be incredibly difficult to do so. And, I appreciate you all being brave to watch these videos, as I know your hearts are probably shattering while watching these. So I really, really do. I give you all so much love. The song we're going to be listening today is called The Girl That Never Was. Tons of requests for this one after my Monsters reaction. I don't know much about it, but we're going to go into it and just kind of feel and hold each other experiences together. Enough talking. I feel like I ran for a little bit, so I'm so sorry for that. But with that being said, let's get started with today's video.
Darling, I know we talked about it one too many times, how there was something missing in our lives. A little life. So we tried. It was more than just a twinkle in your eye, but some things you just don't get to decide. At least we tried. The first casualty of life is the plan. When I look back, I'm not even sure that we were thinking. Somewhere she's probably dancing with her blonde hair falling like ribbons on her shoulders, just like we always saw. Bright eyes spinning in circles in the sunlight. Darling, we tried, but now it's over. We had it all and then we lost the girl that never was. If I could say a million words to take away the pain, what kills me is you're trying to take the blame. You're not to blame. I'll never say I told you so, but sad I thought the words. Tried drowning you in happiness, I only make it worse. We never should have picked a name, cause now she has a face. And now no matter what we do, no one will take her place. Somewhere she's probably dancing with her blonde hair falling like ribbons on her shoulders, just like we always saw. Bright eyes spinning in circles in the sunlight. Darling, we tried, but now it's over. We had it all and then we lost the girl that never was. I know we'll never know you. I know we'll never hold you. I never got to show you my love. 'Cause somewhere you're probably dancing with your blonde hair falling like ribbons on your shoulders, just like we always saw. Bright eyes spinning in circles in the sunlight. Darling, we tried, but now it's over. We had it all and then we lost the girl that never was.
Ooh. man, I I really was not expecting to feel all of these things. Yeah, that was really hard. I can imagine. I can't even imagine actually how that must feel to go through something like that, losing a child or going through a miscarriage. Like my heart feels so sad for anyone who's had to deal with that. Must be the worst feeling in the entire world. I've never gone through that, but my heart goes and reaches out to anyone who has, that must be the absolute worst possible thing. I would never wish that on my worst enemy. It's just something so unthinkable, and I'm so sorry if you watch this and you've gone through that. Like that alone, just the thought of that alone makes me sick to my stomach. I truly I love people, and I don't ever want anyone to go through sadness and pain, and knowing that, something like this is happening all around us all the time to, people who are so just, full of love to give makes me so it's gutting. It tears me apart, honestly. And I'm so sorry again. I cannot apologize enough. If you've watched this and you experience this, you know what that feels like. It must be hard. I don't know if this is him speaking from experience or someone that was close to him that went through this. I'm not entirely sure, but the idea of this happening, and I know how it can be straining on relationships and marriages, and that makes me so, it's such a devastating thing, blaming yourself when, you think that it's your fault, and it's just all of that. It's just a ball of so much that's not even true. It's never your fault if something like this happens, but it's hard to say that as an outsider who has no idea what it's like. I have to put myself in those shoes, and I can imagine, the kind of a grief that you're going through, the cycle of grief that you're going through. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This was a lot. I've never gone through this, but I know people who are close to me that have, and my heart is with them. It's just such a terrible thing to lose a child, or lose a child before they were able to, come into the world. That is just something that I cannot even imagine or begin to imagine. But all I can do is be empathetic and show love and support to those closest to me that have dealt with this. If you're in my, watching this video, again, my heart goes out to you. I love you all so very much, and I always just truly want nothing but the best for you all. And again, just big hugs all around. Watching these videos, he shows so much emotion. His voice is so incredibly beautiful, and he really writes these songs from his heart, from experience, and you could tell he means every single word. It's so beautifully delivered. The way that he just, puts out all of his heart onto paper, sings it for us, and helps himself deal with his grief and loss, and then also helps people around him not feel so alone. They kind of it could be like therapeutic if you've never, had someone explain this to you, especially someone of his caliber making music for those who really need it the most. It's incredible. It's such an incredible, beautiful thing that he's doing, but it's also so hauntingly, beautifully sad at the same time. It's a very bittersweet thing. But again, I'm in my feelings, thanks to James Blunt, and I'm feeling a lot, but I'm going to process these feelings. And again, I would, encourage you all to, talk to someone if you're feeling alone. I never want anyone to feel like they're alone with their thoughts. So please reach out to those around you. Don't keep those thoughts in your head and don't let them fester, because you're not alone. You are valid and you are loved and you are worthy of love. And I really do hope that you all can find some peace, help find some ways to kind of deal with your grief and your loss, and know that we're all in this together. And I do want to give a collective hug to everyone who watched this with me. Hope you all are okay. I always, I feel like I don't know how to end this video, because I feel like I want to just cry, lay down, take a nap, and just kind of catch my breath a little. I really do hope that you guys out there find peace and love. Love you guys so much. Let me know if there's other songs you want me to hear. Let's continue this, therapeutic journey together. So much love for everyone in this community. I really do hope I can see you again. And Enjoy the rest of your evening. Much love to you. I'll see you very soon. All right. Take care of yourself. I love you. Bye.